Right. So today's lesson is about creative content. So this is one of the main and important topics that you are going to study in this course content. So please focus on this. This is like the main part of your course. Like as I told you in the last lecture also, so everything starts from writing. So everything starts from your creativity. Okay. So just I would like to hear from few of you, just randomly, like voluntarily you can come forward and say your understanding on creative content. What do you think is creative content? Somebody please take over.
I think creative content is usage of words which will actually penetrate into the person either reading it or listening to it. It's describing something simple in a more complex way and uh, kind of draw like giving
Creative.
some being very creative, giving something simple a very different perspective.
Thank you. Yeah, good. Others? Certainly you must have something because you have chosen this particular course with at least, bit of understanding on this. Otherwise, you wouldn't have chosen this course as well. So I am sure that you know what is creative content. In your own words, just say something.
So it's maybe like sharing a message or writing about something. It could be something very ordinary, but in a way that actually creates more interest and helps in the retention of the message better than when it is written in a normal manner.
Yeah, okay. Thank you. So the thing that you have understood is it's not something normal. It's not something ordinary. So there has to be something special. So you are the person who are going to add that ingredient to the content, right? So imagine content is your dish. Okay, so what are the ingredients you can put to your dish to enrich it? So how can you present it? Okay, the presentation. And how can you bring perfection in everything? When we are talking in terms of the dish, it's the order of it, then the visual representation of it, and the flavors of it. So everything. So as a whole, as the final output, how you can present it. So that is what is very important. So it is up to you. It's totally up to you. What are the ingredients that you choose and what kind of, what level, whether it's high quality or just average or what. So it's up to you. It's up to each and every writer. It's up to each and every content creator, content writer. Okay? Yeah. So that aside, we'll see what is creative content. Okay? So we are not talking about writing or anything. Currently, for now, we are talking about creative content. Don't confuse everything here. Just we are going to see explanation about creative content. So creative content is a way of marketing different products or brands using creativity to attract and engage consumers with a strong emotional influence. So, this particular definition is in terms of creative content marketing, right? So, these days, creative content is widely used for marketing purpose, digital marketing purpose. Okay. So how you can market your product, how you can market your brand, okay, using creativity. So that's why I think most of you are studying to get a like professional qualification on creative content to pursue something in your career, right? I don't think many of you are doing for your leisure or your own happiness or your pleasure or something like that. So it's something related to your career. So how you can pursue this in uh, with your marketing skills. So that is only important, right? So using your content creatively, you should be able to market uh, the given product or the brand, okay, to attract and engage consumers with a strong emotional influence. So that is very important. Only in creative content you can influence your consumers emotionally. Okay, so that is why it is successful in this digital era. So you should know each and every nerve of your consumers. Okay, you should know. Now, if it is if it's something like related to a sports equipment, right? For example, you are going to market your sports brand. Okay, so you should know how you can influence your consumers. Okay, to engage them in buying your products or the brands. Okay, now I'll give you two examples, right? Now, you are going to market your brands. You are going to make a creative content for a sport brand. So, you are going to choose a celebrity. Whom will you choose? Most probably a popular sport celebrity, sports person. Okay, example say Virat Kohli, because you know if you take that celebrity to present as an ambassador of your brand, okay, you can influence the consumers emotionally, because when you are presenting such a popular figure on behalf of a sports brand, so people tend to believe, okay, so if this particular person appears in this advertisement, so definitely this is going to be a good one. Did you get that point? So you believe in that personality, you have trust on that personality, and you say this person won't just come and represent as an ambassador here. So this will be good. And you go to the market and buy it. Did you understand the chain of it? The cycle, how it happens? Did you get that point?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. So that is one of the easiest example that I can show you to explain what is creative content. So the person, the advertising company who is representing one of the popular celebrity for this, that is also creative content. So they are using the the visual, the icon as a creative ingredient. Did you get that point? So selecting an icon is also one of the main important facts of creative content. And the words, the dialogues written for that personality to utter. So they will just won't come and go, right? So in an advertisement, they will say something. The dialogue. So then it is a written form of creative content. So what they write, the dialogue is written. And how they audio, okay, the background effects and the audio and the how they say it, in what accent they say it. Did you get that point? point? Is it clear? Am I audible enough now?
Yes.
Yeah, okay. So, yeah. So keeping that, in a nutshell, this is what we are going to study, elaborate and study. So keep that in your mind, okay? So, and other thing, you have to know is that, creative content has forms such as like audio form, video, written, okay? So you can produce your piece of creative content in these forms, mainly audio, video, and written, okay? And you have to believe that you are the power, okay? Now, the thing is, now if you are given an activity or if you are given a project, okay, uh, to do an advertisement on a particular lipstick, okay, brand, okay, say Cherry Lips or something like that, okay? So what you do is, now first thing is you have to collect information, you have to gather facts, definitely you will have to. So just don't depend on Google, just have the overall idea, okay? A ordinary framework uh, of cosmetics, just Google as cosmetics, how these cosmetics products are advertised, okay? How these how can you create your content on the base of this particular thing? So like that, indirectly Google and get the information. Just directly don't Google and see like lipstick advertisements. It's wrong. Then you very, consciously or subconsciously, you get influenced by these advertisements which are already posted on digital platforms, okay? So then you fail to produce your authentic content, which is kind of a failure for a good content creator or a content writer. Did you get that point? So you have to believe you are the power. You brainstorm your ideas first. Then you can go ahead. Then you can do the research and then you can work on your project more. So first, as I told you in the last class also, have sketch of your work first. Just brainstorm your things, how you are going to design it, how you are going to present it. Are you going to use audio effects, or whether it going to be just a video with the expressions and all of that? So you have to decide that. Did you get the point?
Yeah.
Yes or no?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
So contents, these are the very filtered kind of content. There are ample of, so like blog post, emails, social media content. So in social media content, Instagram, FB, everything, okay, it comes under this. Guides, ebooks, video content, webinars, case studies, so everything is content, okay? So you have to know about the significance of this creative content, okay? So creative content is important for a healthy digital competition. Now I think all of you are aware that without digital platform it's not possible, okay? So because there's a very heavy competition uh, which is going on every day. There is so much advancement, it's dynamic, okay? So you can't just stop the race uh, of this digital competition. So it's so advanced. So you have to, if you want to cope up with that, if you want to be a very healthy competition, a competitor, so then you have to brush up your skills as well, right? So for that, create it's important. Then second, appealing influence of your products. So you get a very appealing influence for your products when it is posted, when it has the digital kind of exposure for that. Okay, and instant response. So that is also one of the most significant aspects of creative content. You get the instant response. For example, now uh, you are going to open a clothes shop, right? So you want to just check how it's going to be and all. So you prepare a good post, right, with an advertisement and all the details there with the location and everything, and you post it on a social media platform. Then you get likes and dislikes and share, how many people have shared and how many people have reacted for your post. So you get an overall picture of how your business is going to be in future, isn't it? So there is a very quick response. So it can be harmful, and it can be like, you know, it's a sensitive subject, so you can have a debate also whether it's good or bad. I'm not telling about that, but this is a reality. Okay, so you get an instant response for whatever you are going to do. Okay, and you get high social media coverage. So if you are deciding to pursue something, okay, either it could be business or something. So when you get the exposure of your brand or your product on a social media platform, so you get high social media coverage. You know, when we are just scrolling as viewers, I'm telling, okay, as users, when we are scrolling our phone, we just come across millions of uh, ads and all of that, post and all of that, okay? But then we just ignore it. Then later, if we want, for example, so now I'm remembering, okay, my cousin's birthday is coming next week. So then I will remember, okay, last month I saw a post like this in Instagram, okay, or in Facebook. So I'm just, there's a quick, you know, social media coverage there. So I just remember and I just revisit that post and okay, I'm going to order from that place. Did you get that point? So
Yeah.
even though you are ignoring at the moment, later you get influenced by that. So later you consume the same product when you need it. Okay, so that is how this high social media coverage works there. Right? Did you understand?
Yes.
Okay, so and the last thing is like quick influence and response in branding. As I told you in that instant response thing, I explained that point as well. So you can get your brand quickly to the marketing platform. Okay, right. So I will, when I'm giving you these activities, you will have to use these strategies as well. So please focus. Marketing and content goals. Okay, so these are the creative content creation strategy. This is how you have to build your point steps, and these are the strategies. Okay, so first one, marketing and content goal. So you have to know for what you are writing, for what you are creating. Okay, so if it's a, say, uh, for example, a movie's trailer is also kind of creative content. What do you say? How? So far I have explained you, right? So these are the aspects of creative content. This is what you mean by creative content and all of that. So I'm telling the teaser, the trailer, the post of the movie. So that is also creative content. Somebody can justify that? Somebody can please justify that? Hello? Can someone justify my statement? Okay, never mind. Okay, so but you can give a good impression in your creative content, right? Of your final output. For example, now a company is approaching you, okay? A perfume company is approaching you, okay, to make a creative content. So they will release that their brand later on, okay? So you must know what is your goal, okay? So your goal, what is your marketing or the content goal is what? Okay, you are going to market this perfume brand. So you have to have a very vivid picture of that brand, the history and everything, okay? So then you promote a plan, okay? So your goal is what? Your goal is to make your consumers get engaged and attracted by that perfume brand, okay? So then you promote a plan. Okay, so how can you promote the plan? So what are you going to do? What is the form of your creative content? Is it going to be audio based or video or written? So what are the other aspects you are going to use in order to produce it? Okay, so that's how you promote a plan. Then third one, keywords and topic research. Okay, so sorry about it. Yeah. So then you decide on your keywords and topic research. So if you want your brands to appear first in the search engine, so what are the things you can do that? So okay, so you have to research about those things. Then brainstorm unique content idea. So you just brainstorm your idea. So it has to be unique to yourself, as I told you. Then you write, okay, so that is the almost that happens in the latter part. Okay, then you write, then you produce it, and then you edit and proofread. Okay, is it clear? The strategies are clear, right?
Yeah.
If you have any doubts, you can ask. Yeah. So this is not only for marketing purpose, right? So if you are writing an article, say, okay, you are a freelance writer and you have to produce your own portfolio and you are publishing your articles in a website. So then also you can follow the same strategies, okay? So what is your content goal? What is your content goal for the portfolio purpose, or to make your writing popular, so you can make the goal as that. So remember, this is not only for marketing purpose, for as a freelance writer to build your career also, right? Okay, so yeah, so next we move on to again one of the main important aspects of creative content writing, that is creative writing, the very crucial element of this, right? So creative writing, okay. So basically students, this creative writing has two definitions, okay? So the first one was, understood by, I mean, the whole world in this way. Okay, creative writing is this, means this. But later on, okay, it was redefined correctly, okay? After understanding the real purpose, after understanding the real process of creative writing, the definition was redefined. Okay, did you get that point? This is very important. If not, When you are just going through this, you'll get confused. So the first one is, okay, creative writing is any writing that goes outside the bounds of normal, professional, journalistic, academic, or technical forms of literature. So see this. So this definition says creative writing means the writing that goes outside the bounds of normal, professional, journalistic, academic, or technical form of literature. So it says creative writing is not these things. Typically identified by an emphasis on narrative craft, character development, and the use of literary tropes, or with various traditions of poetry and poetics. So what this definition says, okay, so creative writing means it should have a narrative craft, and there should be a character development, and it should be full of poetic language. Okay, so this definition is kind of problematic because go to the second definition. Creative writing is content that come from the writer's expression of thoughts, opinions, or ideas. So this is a very basic idea of creative writing, students. So it is the content that comes from the writer's expression of thoughts, how that writer is expressing his or her thoughts, opinions, or ideas in his own way. So that is only what you called as creative writing. So it doesn't have anything to do with professional writing, academic writing, and literary, this poetic writing. No, all the writing. So it is something to do with writer's expression of thoughts, opinions, or ideas. Okay, so creative content is innovative and recreational. So how now if I give the topic apple, okay, each one of you should be able to produce something innovative and recreational using the topic apple. Did you get that point? So what matters is that your expression of thoughts, opinions, and ideas with innovation and recreation. Did you get that point? So that is what you call as creative writing. And it can be, this is very important, it can be anything academic, professional, journalistic, or technical, but it all gives its readers a sense of entertainment. So make sure whoever is going through your piece of content, they are entertained, and they are entertained wisely. So they get the knowledge, they get the fact, they get the information, and they are entertained. So you make sure that you give a sense of entertainment in your work. Okay, so it can be anything academic, an academic article, so it can be some case studies. Okay, so each writer is different. Now see, reviewers, even in the when they are reviewing about movies, so you, for some reason, you like to go and read some viewers uh, page, right? So why? So you are entertained more in their writing. So that is the power I told you. Okay, if your readers like your works, they will stick to your writing only. Did you get that point? So you must make your readers